The Melrose Institute series presents Healthy Holidays, Eating for the Joy of It, with registered dietitian Sharon Johnson.
Hi, we're going to talk about something that makes a lot of people anxious and stressed out, but it doesn't have to be that way. We're going to talk about eating around the holidays. We live in a culture that normalizes obsession with food, weight, and dieting. And when the holiday season rolls around, messages about what to eat, what not to eat, and how we should look are everywhere. At holiday parties and family gatherings, we often talk about good food and bad food, talk about good and bad behavior around food, and make comments and comparisons about body weight and shape.
The talk can turn into a discussion of diets, calories, weight loss or gain, and ironically, about delicious foods or recipes. This fat talk can make us feel uncomfortable, guilty, ashamed, depressed. If kids are listening, and they usually are, they pick up on these negative and damaging words and may start to question their own eating and their own bodies. But the holiday season gives us an opportunity for so much more. It's a chance to be together with family and friends in a deeper and more connected way than simply focusing on what we have or have not eaten and what we look like. It can be an opportunity to learn more about each other, learn about your family's history, learn more about yourself, share ideas about the world. And holidays don't have to mean the choice between food deprivation or weight gain. It's possible to find the middle ground and enjoy your favorite holiday foods as part of a complete celebration.
Virtually all cultures use food as part of traditions. Maybe your family has some traditions that incorporate particular foods. In my family, my mom would make these incredible homemade Mounds candy bars, but only at the holiday time. My siblings and I would fight over them because we all loved them so much. And because my mom would only make these at one time a year and we couldn't get them anywhere else, we would probably eat more of them than we would have otherwise. And that's okay. Overeating once in a while is perfectly normal.
Something that may help reduce anxiety around holiday eating is the practice of mindful eating. This practice is about paying attention and being intentional with your food. Mindful eating teaches us to eat when we are moderately hungry, not too hungry, to choose the foods that we like the most from within a balance of foods, to slow down and really enjoy the food we are eating, and to stop eating when we are satisfied. The first part of mindful eating, eating when moderately hungry, helps us avoid becoming overly hungry. The problem with waiting too long to eat is that when we do eat, we tend to eat too fast and end up eating too much. That doesn't feel good at all. Sometimes, with the holidays, we are tempted to skip meals in order to save up for a big meal later. But this doesn't work because our bodies need a regular supply of fuel, not a whole bunch every once in a while. And our bodies don't know if today is a holiday or not. So the best approach to eating around the holidays is to eat the way you do the rest of the year, regularly. The second principle of mindful eating guides us in choosing our food. When faced with a holiday buffet of foods, take a moment to look at everything that is being offered. See if any foods catch your eye or jump out at you. These may be the foods that your body most needs. Try to eat these foods first to satisfy yourself. If you don't, if you instead eat the foods that you think you should eat, you won't be satisfied and may end up eating your favorite foods anyway, even if you are already full. Remind yourself that you can have these foods virtually any time, year-round, not just today. Well, except for my mom's Mounds bars. The third part of mindful eating is about enjoying the food. You may think, well, of course I enjoy the food. I enjoy it too much. There is no such thing. You can't enjoy food too much. You can only eat too much. And we usually do that because we are not paying attention to the food we are eating. We miss it. We bite it, chew it, swallow it, but don't remember it, so we eat some more. The irony is, once we start to pay attention to our food and to really savor every bite, we often eat less of it. Slowing down and focusing on every bite that is already in our mouth, not on the next bite, helps us become satisfied and allows us to leave the table feeling good, not stuffed or frustrated. In the Buddhist tradition, there's a concept called dukkha, which in part means the ordinary suffering we endure when we habitually look to the next moment for satisfaction, rather than being content with what is. In our endless craving for more, we miss the experience of the moment. Slowing down to pay attention to and to savor your food is something that can take practice, especially if you've become accustomed to wolfing down your food. The holiday season is a great time to practice slowing down your eating in order to increase enjoyment. There's usually a pretty relaxed timetable for eating, no deadlines or tasks to rush off to do. Take advantage of this extra time to really work on your attention to food. The last part of mindful eating addresses when to stop eating, when satisfied. But what exactly does that mean? We may think that we continue to eat and overeat because we are enjoying the food, but often, when we pay attention, we find that we continue to eat way beyond the point when food stops tasting good. The first few bites of something are the best, and after that, food starts to lose its appeal. Boredom with the food is part of our natural built-in system for turning off our eating. When you pay attention to the taste of your food, really pay attention, you will notice when it starts to be less appealing, and that's one signal to stop eating. John Lennon once said, "Life is what happens to you while you are busy making other plans." Let's not get so caught up in the holiday food that we miss the life of the experience. Food is delicious, truly one of life's great pleasures, but it is only one of those pleasures. Pay attention to the other reasons for your gatherings. Think about where you want your head and your heart to be during your celebrations.
Being in the moment will allow you to fully experience the connections, the community, and the celebrations at this time of year. Enjoy your holiday food as part of this special time with others. And remember, your worth has nothing to do with what you eat. Happy holidays.
This Healthy Holiday series is brought to you by Nicollet Melrose Institute.